Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Kat, and today I'm going to be setting up my first monthly spreads on my traveler's notebook. This is the first time that I'm trying bullet journal in a traveler's notebook, so I'm really excited to show you all the pages that I did. And it's also my first time using a traveler's notebook as a bullet journal, so yeah, I'm just really excited to start using them and to show you everything that I did for January. So let's get into it. And before I do, I'm going to show you a little bit of a flip through of my pages for December, and I plan to do this every month so you can see the differences between the layouts and the pages that I do. So I hope you enjoy that. And with that being said, let's start with the flip through. Don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content, and let's get started. So these are my first two pages for December. I did a very simple cover page on the left, and on the right I have my workout tracker. This is just a place for me to track how many water and coffee I drink every day and what types of workouts I do. So during the month I can have an overview of what workouts I'm doing more, or what workouts I can do more of, and have just an overview of my workout life in my workout tracker throughout the month. I really like this type of layouts because I can easily see in what days I worked out, but also what type of parts of my body did I work out. So this is something that I really enjoy and that I recommend if you're getting into working out. Next, I have my monthly to-do list. This is just a normal list of things that I have to do throughout the month. At this point, it was half filled in, and I still have a few lines to fill out if I really need to do more stuff throughout the month. I really like to just have a list for the entire month so I can put here my tasks and not forget anything. And on the side, I have my playlist spread with my watching spread. This is just for me to track what shows I'm watching and what songs I'm listening throughout the month, but my playlist part I normally just fill in at the end of the month, so I'm probably not going to do this for January, and if I want a playlist spread I would do it at the end of the month. And then I have my first weekly spread of the month. I just divided the pages into 4 sections, and the last section for my weekly to-dos, and this is just a simple layout and a quick one for me to do if my week is really busy or if I don't have time to actually set up a weekly spread decently. I just do this and it works. Then I have a more detailed weekly spread with an event section and a next week session with 2 little calendars to highlight which weeks we are in. And I really like this weekly spread because it's well divided and I can see everything that I need to do. And I actually put here what shows I was watching and my events on the side and everything, and it worked really well for me. I've always been a minimalist when it comes to bullet journaling, but sometimes the content gets to your head and you create bigger and maximalist spreads, and I'm trying to just be simple and use just a few supplies for my bullet journal, so that's my mindset for my traveler's notebook. So let me show you all the pages that I did for January. My plan for these months in my traveler's notebook is to do my monthly pages on the grid paper and then my weekly spreads on the blank cream paper, because I don't really need lines for my weekly spreads. I just need a place to put tasks in for each day and for the week. So this is basically what I'm going to do. The grid paper for monthly collections and yearly collections, and the blank paper to just journaling and weekly layouts. Another thing that I want to change in my months in my traveler's notebook is I don't want to really have a specific theme. I just want to look at some stickers or some stamps and use them and not really call a specific theme on each month. That is something that takes a lot of my mental energy into bullet journaling, is to have, I need to have a theme, and I just don't like that obligation. I just want to do whatever it comes to mind when I do my pages, and at this time it was butterflies, because I had these beautiful stickers that I got from Stationery Paul, and I had other stickers that I got from them as well, and I just was feeling using butterflies, so that's exactly what I did. I actually didn't use the stickers, but I used the stamps, and I ended up doing a very minimalist black and gray spread, and I absolutely love them. So for my cover page, quote unquote, I wanted to use a butterfly stamp in the middle and then write January with my Kuretake brush pen that I got from Zen Pop, which is one of the best brush pens that I've used so far. And because I don't want to have a page just for the cover page, because I think that's really useless, you don't look at your cover page, you don't use it for an entire month, so why not give it some use? So for January I decided to do a cover page but have my goals for the month underneath. So I will have to look at the cover page and it would be my goals page. So even though I want to keep things very minimal, I still like to do some type of scrapbooking and collages on my journal. So in the bottom corner, that's what I did for my to-do list for the month. I just grabbed some stickers and the stamps from the Moonlight Alchemy from Notebook Therapy and another butterfly stamp and a quote, and I just put some things together just to spice up the page a little bit. I don't love how it turned out, but I like that it's really minimal and that I didn't overdo some of the stamps and some of the collages. So I really like how it turned out, even though I believe that it's not like the best collage I could have done here, but for my minimal self, it's okay. I really like how it turned out because it's really minimal, but it's still a collage. But this is just a minimal decoration on this page. This is going to be my to-do list for the month. And I did the same kind of idea for the goals page. I just did some checkboxes on the left side and I highlighted the lines with my Tumbled Wool brush pen in light gray. And I just wrote the title that says to-do list with the typewriter stamps. Everything that I'm using is going to be linked in the description box, as well as my 2023 bullet journal setup in my traveler's notebook that is from Notebook Therapy, and you can use my code CATSPLANNER for 10% off. My next page is my habit tracker, and just like I mentioned before, I really like to have a calendar as my habit tracker to see what things I worked out every day and how often I worked out. So I did this mini calendar with highlighted days to just mark what workouts I do. Here, in comparison with my December one, I'm not tracking how much coffee and how much water I'm drinking because I just don't feel like that helps me in any way. I just know that I need to drink more water, so I'm just going to keep that on my other habit tracker that I'm doing next. But for this one, I'm just focusing on my habits, and I'm going to have a square with 4 squares inside for each of the things in my body that I work out, so I can just mark on that spot if I worked out that area, if that makes sense. And it's just so simple to just look at this and mark it, not have to use a bunch of colors. I just need to put an X on the square that I worked out, and yeah, it's pretty easy to see and to track my workout. The fine liner that I'm using for all of these pages is the 0.38 Muji gel pen. Those are some of my favorite gel pens to use, so I'm using it a lot, as well as my Kuretake brush pen. And if you followed my channel for 2022, you know that I used a dark gray fine liner as like the body of my bullet journal, the pen that I used to write everything. But to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to use that for 2023, so that's another thing that I need to think about, because I was using black for the body of my bullet journal for years, and that was always very heavy, and the dark gray one is just not that harsh to the eye, so I think I'm going to keep using it, but I still have to think about it. Let me know what fine liner do you use on everyday basis in your bullet journal. I'm really curious if you use black, blue, or any other color that it's better for your eyes. On the right page, I'm doing my habit tracker with my different habits, and I'm tracking 6 different habits. So W is for water, so I can track here how much water I drink. E is for exercise, so I can track what days I work out. S is for study, because I'm going to start studying in January again, and I have to start slow, but I want to track what days I study. O is for the days that I go outside, like on dates, or if I'm with my friends, or if I go just like for a walk or something, if I go outside doing something outside. N is for no junk food. And I just want to eat healthy because my boyfriend is really fit, and in December I noticed that I wasn't really eating any sugar or things that were bad for me, and I felt really happy and I saw changes in my body. So I really want to track how many days I don't eat junk food. And B is for bullet journal, because I want to start tracking again at what days I track things in my bullet journal and what days I update my bullet journal. I did that in April this year, and it was really motivating me to update my bullet journal every day, so I'm doing that again for January. And I wanted to connect like the title from my left page to the habits on the right page, so I used the star stamps to like connect the two, but I don't love it, so I don't know if something is missing, like some stars on the left side of the habits word or something else, but I don't love it. I like how it looks, but I don't love it, so I might add those afterwards. But for now, I'm just going to leave it like this, and then for each habit I did a column, and I have the days of the month on the left side. And those are all the pages that I decided to do for January. These are just my essentials. I don't feel like I need any other pages right now. I know that I'm going to do a few more, probably my playlist page and my to watch page, but for now I don't need them, and I just want to do the pages that are essential and not extra ones that I might not use. So for now, these are the ones that I'm going to have, and later on I'm going to set up my first weekly spread on my traveler's notebook. But for now, these are all the pages that I did for January. I really hope you enjoyed my setup. I know this is really simple, really minimal, but these are just the aesthetic that I love and the pages that I love to do, so I really hope you enjoy them. Leave me a comment below with a black and white emoji if you watched it until this point, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys, and thank you so much for watching.